Right, here we are again on the GhostBSD website, and we're going to be reviewing a GhostBSD release. Now, in the last video, I think we looked at a preview of a community release featuring Gershwin. But in this video, we're going to be looking at the official image, which has got Mate. Right, so we are getting the official image. I'm going to go to direct download. You can use torrent if you want. And if you're curious about what's new in this, you can look at the release notes and it will show you, after a little bit about Gershwin, key enhancements and new features in this release of GhostBSD. It's quite a few bug fixes and hardware updates and some additions. Well worth reading to see what's been changed. And here is a summary, really. You've updated GhostBSD source to align with FreeBSD 14.3. You've got automatic sound switching, support for audio devices with more than 2 channels. Improved Wi-Fi hardware support via 14.3. The changes that's in FreeBSD 14.3 are being carried across, of course. Added support for more NVIDIA and AMD Radeon chipsets. You've added and updated and fixed various translation files. Improved boot environment management, added missing FuseFS support, and various bug fixes and security updates. So, you know, it's a good working release that we have here. Once you've looked through the changes, it's time to download. You can direct download from a mirror closest to you. You can have Canada, France, or South Africa. I chose France. And the download will begin. It's a 3.6 gigabyte image, is this official release. That's not too bad, and fairly decent speed. It might not be fantastic to you, but for my internet, it's not bad. Right, I haven't got a test machine yet. I will get one, I promise, soon. But for now, we're using VirtualBox, and I've allowed it to have 8 gigabytes of RAM, 4 processors, maxed out the display RAM that you can, and giving it a 85.5 gigabyte hard drive. So that should be more than enough than we need. So with that being said, let's start this. So with the image already mounted, we're clicking on start, and it will give us the GhostBSD classic menu, I suppose, at the beginning. And also it will boot into the live desktop, which GhostBSD is very, very well known for. It's always difficult to do reviews for GhostBSD because the changes that happen tend to be very incremental. It's very stable, it's very usable out of the box, and to try and think of something new to cover is you know, it can be difficult. So this is going to be, I don't know, a lightweight review or an overview, I suppose. We'll dig into it. So it's just booting to the live desktop, and there we go. Doesn't take long, really. Most of the time you're waiting for the OS to copy into your system's RAM, so it runs from there. Right, so here's a closer look at the desktop, and, you know, it doesn't change much. It's very polished, it's very slick, great new. It's got great theming, and the icon design is very nice. It's just, it looks very professional, I think. I do like it. In some respects, it reminds me of, like, Solaris or something like that. How it could have been, I suppose. We'll just have a quick look at the menus up here. Things really don't change that much, all laid out nice and logically. Let's have a look at the version of Mate. And it's 1.28.2, which I think is the latest one at the time of this video. So it's very nice. And for those who may be interested, let's have a look at the Mate system monitor if I can find it. There we go. And it's just running 4 cores, and it's using 4.1 gigabytes at the moment because everything's loaded into memory. It uses a lot less than that once the system has been installed. And there's a version, it's 25.02 with release 14.3, patset 2, crikey. And yeah, very good. So the layout of the desktop is the same. You get a little sound and network and date and calendar. At the bottom you've got your virtual desktops and your little show desktop at your end. And you got your normal folders, You've got your home folder with the various subfolders inside. Right, we're not going to be delving into things just at the moment because we're in a live session and things are always temporary that way. We're going to install. And this really is the power of GhostBSD. It's just so easy. So you go down to the menu you want, and there's a good selection of different languages there. The one that I want is English United Kingdom. Which is there. And click Next. And it defaults to keyboard US layout, but we want... look at all these. So it's quite amazing just how many different variations of keyboard layouts you can get. It really is. Yoruba. That sounds brilliant. So yes, the scroll bar is a little bit small, isn't it? So we'll just have a look for... I'm looking for United Kingdom. You'd think I'd know what it is by now, wouldn't you? Oh, it's up there. English UK, yeah. So English UK. And, of course, the keyboard models of such. So I think... Let's have a look now. I'm using a Sun Type 7. European, I think. Type 7. Yeah, there we are. Lovely keyboards. Feels like using an Amiga keyboard. Excellent. So it's next. Oh, no. Oh, well, before we go next, if you want to test things out to make sure your layout is correct, then you got a little testing bit at the bottom there. Always useful to know to make sure. Right, we're going to click on time zones. We're going to do continent, and then so I'm in Europe. And then within that, you can choose your capital city or whatever's near you. So for me, of course, it will be London, even though it's a long way away. And you've got full disk configuration or advanced partitioning. You can do this if you want. I haven't done this for years, so I don't bother with it. And certainly not using a virtual box image, so I'll just do full. And we can type... we can choose, if I can say it properly, we can choose the pull type. You can have single disk. If you've got more than... You've got 2 disk mirror, 3 disk, 4, 5, and 2+ disk type. But we're only using a single disk, so single disk it is. You can pull name, you can leave the default, or you can change it. And leave that as Force ZFS 4K block size. Just don't know what I do, just leave it. And swap partition, you can change that or leave it. And make sure that that's clicked, because we're not going to get very far. And click next. We're the only operating system on the disk, so you might as well just click next on that. And this is where we put in your name, your username, password, and password. Make sure that they match up. And make sure you remember it. So install. And again, GhostBSD is one of its main strengths. It is so easy to use, and the install that it uses it's just wonderful. I mean, FreeBSD itself could perhaps benefit from having something like this, but Right, we're all done. I think, yeah. What I usually do is I press continue, then shut down, and I can remove the image or the USB stick at leisure. Anyway, here we are rebooting back up, and it just looks like the FreeBSD boot menu. Nothing really different there. Allows you to change into single user mode, escape to loader prompt, reboot, change your video. And if you've got any sort of like backup images, you can choose that to roll back your machine. So it's very nice. We're just going to boot up in real time. I'm not going to fast forward anything. So hopefully it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. I know we're booting up from VirtualBox, but even on proper hardware, it doesn't take 2 minutes. Right, I think we're in, which is excellent. The layout again of your boot screen, or your login screen rather. No, it doesn't really change. Put your password in. If you forgot what you type in, you can press a little I there to reveal it. I'm not going to do that on this. You've got, it's machine name, and you've got some accessibility options. You can use your keyboard, contrast, change your keyboard layout, and there's your calendar, your time, and if you change your mind, you don't want to go any further, you can quit. So yes, very nice. Let's log in, press enter. And there we go. So yeah, it just looks like the previous one, of course, but minus the install icon, because now we've actually installed. And we'll have a look at the quick look at the menus. You've got accessories with those options in there. You've got graphics, internet, office with not much in there. Other, that's interesting. Librest demo. I have no idea what Librest is. Okay, that's new. Sound and video and system tools. Oh, what's VTE terminal for GTK3? That's new as well. All right, okay. There's one or two new things which we'll have a look at. You've got places with your various shortcuts to your folders, etc. Network, connect to server, etc. System preferences. You can change these individually, or they're all available via the control center. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's your control center we just said, which contains everything in your menu, but it contains it there in one page as well. I do like the control center. So yeah. Oh, an update's available. That was quick. All right. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, it went off before I could click it. One criticism I don't like is the scroll bars are very small. It's easy to either not grab them or to slip off them. A little bit bigger would be nice for these tired old eyes. Right, so you've got backup station and software station and update station. These are exclusive GhostBSD little tools. Very nice they are too. And one at the bottom there, you've got station tweak. I mentioned to Eric on loads of times that should be called tweak station, but you know, I kind of like it now, station tweak. And perhaps it should be up there with the rest, but you know, whatever. That's not for me to say. Very useful tools indeed. And it gives that GhostBSD special edge, I think. Right, let's have a look at this Librest demo, because I have no idea what Librest is. I've still really not know what it is. What's REST? Oh, I have no idea. Is it a programming thing? Is it a developer thing? Could be. I don't know. Let's have a look at about. Well, that doesn't tour of the. Okay, well I'm none the wiser. Okay, let's have a look at the website. I don't know what it is. It's a demo of something, but I don't know what it is. Make sure you're not a bot. I'm not a bot. Okay. Librest. Okay, let's have a look for a description. Is designed to make it easier to access web services that claim to be RESTful, a reasonable definition. How RESTful descriptions. Do you know I'm still none the wiser? It's probably very nice and very good. And probably very useful. But I don't know. And yeah. Okay. Why is it in this? Why have they included this? Isn't that weird? Well, Eric, if you're watching this, which you probably might be, please let me know. Drop a little comment. I had no idea why it was included. But anyway, you've got VTE terminal for GTK3, which again is strange. It almost feels like they were testing something out and then released it we were already in. That might not be the case, and I apologise if it isn't. But there's some odd choices there. But anyway, let's have a look at the update. And can take a while to update the packages. Are we? Oh, there we go. And there's 70 upgrade and 10 to be reinstalled because of changed libraries, no doubt. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, because of Perl 5. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. And if... yeah, that's 70. Look at that. Okay. It's a good selection. And before you upgrade, it creates a little... There's an option to create a little boot environment backup. So if anything goes wrong in your machine, you can just roll back that black and white text menu at the beginning. and you can undo any changes and get your machine back, which is fantastic. I love that boot environment. Anyway, let's update. I'm going to speed on through this. We can restart now or restart later. But you know, I might as well restart now. I'm going to boot through. I'm going to speed through this bit. Right then. So we are fully updated system. Very nice indeed. You know, that's weird. So we are missing some software. I always like to have a little bit of a word processor going on. Let's have a look at Software Station. I know I've done this before. If you've not watched any of my videos on GhostBSD, you might want to have a quick look to see how you do this. The Software Station makes installing software on a FreeBSD based machine easy. It's not difficult to begin with if you're using command line, but it can be a little bit scary if you're a new user. But using this GUI method, or this graphical user interface method from GhostBSD, makes, do you know, small scrolls again? I can't do it. The actual Software Station is keyword sensitive. So like you can type in LibreOffice for the full thing, which I'll be looking for the English, English GB. There it is. And it's keyword sensitive. That you don't need to type the full word. You can just type libar, and you'll get lots of other things with libar in it. But if you like Librio, it's enough to bring in LibreOffice, which is brilliant. So if you want to install something and you can't remember the name, and you might not type it all in, you still get what you want, which I think is excellent. Right, so we're going to install the English language pack for LibreOffice, which will bring obviously LibreOffice in as well, but tailored to where you are. You choose the one that's suitable for yourself, and we'll fast forward the install, which can take a while. Right, are we done? I think we are. Right, so if we have a look at the menu at the top, on Office, we should have, there we go. And there's LibreOffice, and I'll start up LibreOffice Writer. And I'm not going to fast forward booting because it's done now, which is excellent. Oh, you're running LibreOffice for the first time, that's nice. This is new. I don't remember doing this last time. Okay, very nice. You can, I'll just leave things as they are, I suppose. Okay. Apply or next? Next, apply. Oh, we'll close that. Yeah, that was nice. That was good. Very personalized. I'm going to type in the usual obligatory hello and maximize it. And it always leaves off the exclamation mark at the end. Anyway. Let's have a look at the version before we quit. Okay, just for those who are interested, it's version 25.08.0.4. Which is good. Been going for 25 years. Has it? Wow. Time goes quick. Anyway, that's enough of that. And we'll have a look at... we're going to right click on the desktop. Brings up some interesting little shortcut options. Right at the bottom, we're going to change the desktop background because we want to check out what we've got basically. And, oh, okay. It's not a huge list, but very tastefully done. And the themes, well, you got your basic vMix or vMix. And we can change the font, image like that. You can change the size of your text if you want. Yeah, it's all pretty much standard. If, like, say, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll know what to expect. GhostBSD is reliable. It doesn't change much. Some additions, of course. But apart from that, a very solid operating system done by some very talented devs who love what they do. There's a lot of love, devotion, and effort put into GhostBSD, and I love it, and it pays off. Anyway, this is just a quick, real overview. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up. If you give more than one of my videos a thumbs up, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, then please hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.